Hello, everybody. Hello, cat. You guys can probably not see my cat. How's everyone? Godot XR Game Jam 5. Looks like it was a really good one. There's some really interesting entries in there. I'm looking forward to playing a few of them. We're going to start with playing, however many we can do in the next hour or two. I do have, unfortunately, got appointments later in the day that I need to go to. So we're going to hopefully stick it to about 2 hours. I'm going to start with games that support PCVR, simply because it's faster to run through them. If we have time, we'll handle a few of the standalone games as well. But if not, I'll probably do another stream. I'm guessing on Friday, Saturday at the latest. I'm not quite sure if I'll have time tomorrow. So, yeah, let's get started with having a look at what's in there. We're just gonna stick to the random order and just go through them and refresh the page from time to time. It should remove everything that that we have already rated, so that should be pretty good. Let's see if this filter works. If we just go and do the ones that are marked as working on Windows, and let's just start there. And we're gonna start with Go Church's Unplug. Oh, let's have a look. All right, that reminds me that, of course, I need to go and open this, and I want to move that off screen. There we go. All right, so let's download that one. And let me just set up a folder here for these. I should have prepared this better before I started streaming. Game Jam 5. There we go. And that one is now in. There we go. Extracts. Where are you? There we go. Extract. Alrighty. Okay, so I've got hopefully Steam link already up and running. Yeah. Just run it. That's fine. Alrighty. So that should still be up and running. Let's go and do that. Oh, is it possible to make a challenging AI for a racing game? I don't know. I've never tried. All right. Let's see. Of course, it should have worn the headset before I started. So let's see if there is a... Debug, please ignore. Highlight, make snake, delete. All right. So, unplug. Hit the plugs with your hands before they reach their sockets. Oh, okay. Well, I am too late now because I'm still reading this, but that is okay. All the physics, simulation in advance, recorded controls, blah, blah, blah. Credits. Oh, that's a good one. Is the music actually working? Let me check that out first. If there is indeed sound. Because I've got that all going through this. Yeah, I'm hearing sound, so hopefully you guys are hearing something. Let me know in the comments, because I've actually on purpose not got my speakers on, because else we just get echoing over the microphone. That wouldn't be a good idea. So I can't actually hear the game music, unfortunately. Oh, actually I can. It's just very soft. Can I? Hold on. Let me see. Do I have a volume thing here? Oh, yeah. I can hear the music. Haha. Cool. All right, that's cool. All right, let's see if we can play this again and follow the actual instructions. I can actually crouch. Do I need to just touch that? I need to touch that. Oh, that's cool. All right, so. Okay, it says that I can jump. Yeah, I can. There we go. So what am I supposed to do? Hold on. Now I should be able to read this a little bit easier. Hit the plugs with your hand before. Oh, I need to hit the plug. Oh. Ah, gotcha. All right, that's pretty cool. So that's now going back. Cool. Oh, I need to hit them a second time to kill them. Let's see if we can. Ah, we did it away. All right, does that mean that it's going to start again? Yeah, that means it goes start. Okay, I need to move back a bit so that I actually can do this properly. Oh, why am I suddenly higher up? Okay, something is causing me to go up. Okay, that. Oh, what? Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, this time we got it. Okay. So I can actually move up and down in move in the direction that I'm pointing my hand. All right, that's cool. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. All right, level completed. So let's go to the next one. Ooh, holy crap! This. I need to get used to this moving with the hand, I think. It's probably going to go and restart now. Do I need to make it restart? My cable is oh, there's a second one here. Ah, and I am selected. I didn't notice that there was a second one. Okay, I can hear a third one somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah, I didn't get that by accident. I just ran through it. Alright. So I killed one of the three. Oh, I can hear another one somewhere. Oh, there you are. You are. I do not actually like the fact that it's moving in the direction that I'm pointing. I'm too used to it moving in the direction that I'm looking. Can I change that? Go to settings? Alright, do we have more? Kill that guy. Kill that guy. Alright, so let's try and stop them all through. So let's redo this one. This time I am going to give myself more time by letting this guy. Hey, why am I off? Hey. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Alright. Oh, this guy's not going. So then they're not going in the same order. It's kind of cool. Because it would be too predictable. Okay, that is. There we go. It's very finicky on the hitting it. Alright, that's number 2. Oh, number 3 is already going. Alright, so. This is definitely a game that I should be playing standing up, not sitting down. Do I? Yeah. There we go. Ooh. What? Ah! Give me you. Yeah, I got it. All right. Cool. All right. I got these ones. All right. I think that is enough for testing it out. We don't want to waste too much time on one game. Alrighty. All right. So. Cool. Let's catch up on chat first. Did not realize I could fly when I played this. Yeah, no, that's it took a minute to figure that out for me as well. Oh, the game volume is too loud. I should be able to change that quite quickly. Let me see here. Oh, that's a good question. Which volume on? I needed to check which one it would come out, but I will put that one down. That's probably that one. I'll put the system one down. So we'll see if for the next game that is better. Cool. Thank you for that. Claire. Yeah. Well, this is the first game that I've tried playing, so don't know yet. We had 23 entries in total. I am currently filtering it just on the games that I can play on Windows. So we're going to see how far we get with those. We just played Unplugged. Oh, and I shouldn't have closed that quickly. Let's go and vote for this one. So, theme, rewind. So we're hitting the snakes, and the snakes retract. So the rewind mechanic is the retracting of the snakes. I'm going to give that a 3-star. It's technically fits the theme, but I don't think it is super. But a good try anyway. Fun factor. I am going to give that a 5-star. That was fun to play. I can see that there's a few things that I would improve a little bit around the movement options. You know, give people choices a little bit. And obviously, I'm not doing myself a favor by playing these games sitting down. I'm pretty sure that most people are assuming that you play the games while standing up in the middle of your living room so that you have a bit of room to move. This is definitely the type of game where you want to be able to move around. So I'm taking that into account, that that is something I'm doing to myself. Fun-wise, I thought this was a lot of fun. I think this is a strong entry right out of the box. User experience. How well was the user interaction implemented? I'm going to give that a 4-star, simply because I missed the ability to set whether my movement was based on where I was looking instead of where I was pointing. I thought that was very confusing, but I do know that a lot of people prefer the pointing and moving in that direction approach. So I would have liked that to be toggled. Now maybe it is, and I just haven't found it because I didn't spend that much time searching for settings. But that was my only where I sort of went, okay. The other thing where I'm sort of not giving it a 5-star for is the precision of trying to hit the plugs, and maybe it was just that it only detects if you move fast enough or something like that. I'm not sure, but it felt that there were moments where I hit the plugs and it just didn't react properly. How original was the entry? That's a tricky one to answer, I think. This had a what was that game called? It had a bit of a centipede feel to it, where you had a snaky thing going through it, and this time it's the environment that is blocking the snake and causing it to move in different directions, instead of things that you shoot to sort of get it. But yeah, no, I'm going to give it. Well, I don't want to go and score everything too high right off the bat, but no, I am going to give it a 4-star for that. Audio, something that I don't know if it came across on the stream very well, one of the things that I really liked, and especially in that second level that we played, was that I could figure out where the plug was, where the snake was, based on audio direction. So obviously, I know that is relatively straightforward to do in Godot, but I thought that was really well executed. I could hear where I needed to go, especially in that second level where the order of the plugs kept changing. I think that was good. There was a nice little bit of music on the background, so I am going to give that 4 stars as well. I think a lot of the good games are all going to score about the same for me. So that's going to be really interesting. So first one, you always score higher than you should probably. So, but yeah, I like this entry. This was fun. Great fun. Not much really that I can do there. Okay, PCVR only, that is fine. Are there any other things that are bonking the cable in your head? Challenge PCVA, find another plug quickly enough when it starts. You'll be guessing where it will go when it starts to rewind. I missed one in the second level because I couldn't find where it was going quickly enough. Yeah. Oh, and Copper, as always, has also recorded his playthrough. Check out Copper's channel, by the way. He's done that regularly for the game jams, where he will upload videos of all the individual games, which is a lot of fun to follow. So let's do the next one. Unravel yourself. Hey, cat. What's up? What do you want? You hear me talking, and then you're going to go and bother me, right? Hello, cat. Sorry, guys. My cat's being drawing my attention. All right. This page for additional review due to potential suspicious behavior from the page owner. No, I am totally okay with this. We are talking to Gil on the channel, so we'll probably find out in a minute why he's been flagged, but yeah. Well, that might also explain why some of his comments are not coming through just yet. But that's a weird one. Itch, I don't know why. We'll probably find that out at some point. This one. All right. Hang on for a second while I extract this. Past the beginning, so I'm very curious to see if you managed to get further in. Yeah, no, I've purposely not read anything about it, so we'll see how well it is. Maybe if I can't, I will read the comments that were made on Discord about this and see if we can figure it out, because it would be nice to try and play the whole thing. Yeah, I know. Let's go run anyway. Yeah, I would really like to know why Itch is being annoying with this entry. All right, it's very dark. Okay. You want another chance? Yeah, probably, because I haven't even started yet. Okay. What? To go back and try again? All right. Okay. Oh, do I need to press a button? Yeah, I need to press a button, I think. That means destroying everything you've ever had. Oh, really? Oh, that sounds scary. Yourself. Oh, I'm going to destroy myself. Oh, my God. Maybe that's why Itch sort of went like, hey, that is scary talk. But, it's atmosphere. Okay, I'm not hearing any music. So this could use a creepy little bit of background music. Okay, I can't move. What do I need to do? What am I missing here? I can see myself there, but I don't see any sort of UI. Is this what you mean by you couldn't get past the beginning, David? Because I guess that I am stuck then as well. Oh, there's something on the ground. Okay, so we're going to have to do this a little bit tricky. Can I reach that? No, I can't. All right. You're not going to tell me that this is one of those games that you can only play properly when standing up. Yes, I got it. Ah, whoa. All right, this is annoying because it's all dark. Do I need to shoot myself? Oh, I shot myself. Oh my god, that's creepy. Was that what I needed to do? I'm guessing. I still can't move. Oh, but I can pick up these things. What do I need to do with these things? Do I need to check them? Yeah, I need to check them. Check another one. Oh, I hit them both. Oh, there's another guy over there. Yeah, this is definitely a game that is designed to be played while standing up. Ah. There we go. And my cable is getting in the way. Did I get them all? Yeah, I got them all. All right, why are you all the way over there? That's annoying. Can I just recenter this? Does that work? No, that doesn't work. Okay, my cable is getting in the way of this. I got a knife. Oh, did I miss? I miss. Do I have another knife to try again? No, I don't. Okay. Well, I guess that's gotten me. Oh, there's the knife is still in my hand. No, I think I need to stab this. Oh, now I can move. Oh, I can move this one. Oh, okay. Oh, this I'm getting now why Itch probably thought this was a little bit too dark. Definitely a bit of an 18+ type of game. You want another chance? Oh, and we're back at the beginning again. All right. So let's see if they change it up every time that we do it. It's interesting that I immediately went to, oh, I need to murder everybody that I see. Does that say something about who I am? I don't know. Yourself. Okay. All right. So I can again get this. Oh, I don't have a bullet anymore. Okay, what now? All right, I've got an empty gun now. I like the fact that now the second playthrough, we got to do something else. We just need to figure out what that something else is. Can I throw the gun? Oh, no, I'm back on the ground. Okay, so yeah, again, I am having problems with the fact that this is designed to be played standing up. It's probably not tracking my hand properly when I move under the table. There we go. That is just me not being in a good spot. But yeah, I don't know what next is the thing to do. All right, cool. Okay, let's see if you guys in chat have given me any tips for things that I need to do here. Let's see. Beginning of her curiosity. Okay. There is a gun on the floor and I could pick it up, but I couldn't get past there. Well, like I said, I was able to shoot. Yeah, so probably, but you only have one bullet. So now that I have used my one bullet, I hope that, by the way, that this game came across because it's very dark, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, it only shoots if you aim correctly. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Okay, got the gun. Yep. All right, let's aim really good. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's the trick. Now I want to see, is the gameplay going to be any different? It doesn't look like it. I still can't move here. All right. Nope. Nope. Okay. Ah, I hit my computer. Yeah, definitely need a better space to play these games in. All right, and that's, again, the stabby thing. So, can I do something else other than stabbing? I guess not. Can I free this person? Oh, I already hit it by accident. Boink, boink, boink. And then I'm being pushed out. Okay. Oh, that we're back at the beginning again. All right. I have mixed feelings about this. I love how it's put together. It has a bit of super hot vibes, but then a very dark version of super hot. I like the concept, but what I miss to make it really work with the theme is that if you would play through it multiple times, that it should change something every time. Yeah, no, I think when you look at a theme like this and a concept like this, I have nothing against a dark game. I do think it should. I wonder actually if it does something on the itch.io page. Let's actually view the game page itself. So yeah, it does say on the itch page dark, but no gore, which I think is fine. Oh, so there is static background noise, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt there that I couldn't hear it, because I don't know if you guys could hear the sound, but it did have effect sounds. I could hear the effect sounds. I'm getting the feeling like this is just as far as he got, and it would need more levels, and it needs some sort of progression. The rewind and try again would only make sense as if on a second playthrough things change, or something you do in your first playthrough affects what you get on a follow-up playthrough. So that's where it lets down a little bit. But I like the concept. I like the idea behind it. It needs a little bit more explanation, like, are you killing yourself here? Are you doing some sort of metaphorical thing here? Is this something else? So that is, I think, where it gets confusing. But then again, it's a game jam game. How much can you do in a week, right? That's also something to keep in mind. And as far as I understand, this is also the first time this person has joined, so I am willing to give that the benefit of the doubt. All right, rating wise, theme. I'm going to give this a 3 simply because of what I was explaining, that for this to make sense to be a rewind theme, it's not just, I'm starting the game over and over and over again. It needs to have some sort of progression. It needs to have something that that changes as a result either of your choices that you make, or just just having the same thing repeat over and over. I think it has something, but it's not enough. So that's why I'm giving it a 3-star on that. Fun factor. Is this fun to play? In the sense of, this has the potential to be fun if it will be built out more, if it had more levels and more tricks. Again, this gives me a very much a super hot vibe as far as the interactions are concerned. And that has a lot of potential. So I'm going to give that a 3 as well, simply because there were only 3 steps and there wasn't enough variation in there yet. And the fact that it's not clear enough exactly what the objective is and whether you can do other things. But I think it has a lot of potential. I think this could really be built out into a fuller concept that would indeed be a lot of fun to play. So yeah. User experience, again, I'm going to give every game the benefit of the doubt when it comes to me having problems because I'm playing the game sitting down. I'm not going to subtract anything for that. That is my choice for streaming and just not having a setup where I can play games standing up. I really need to have a room for that at some point in time, where I can actually have an external camera and show myself playing games standing up. I think this game would come into its own if you play it standing up. So I am going to give that a 4 simply because it did all the things right. The picking things up. It was a little bit too dark sometimes, because the gun was black and the environment was black. It was sometimes hard to see whether you had picked it up correctly. It worked better with the tiles because they were easier to notice that you picked it up. With the knife, again, same thing. But once you've picked it up, it behaved the way that I expected, behaved natural. I do think there is improvement in that first one. If it wasn't for the fact that someone in chat said, "Oh, it only fires if you aim correctly," I was thinking like, "Oh, I must have only had one shot. Do I need to reload it or something?" It does have an ending. Okay, that is cool. And there, I'm doing people a disfavor that I'm not going to be playing the game for half an hour to get through that. My recommendation, if it does have an ending, is it should be clear on the second round through that something has changed. Because I would have gone a third and a fourth round if every round changed something. The fact that the first round and the second round were identical as far as I could see was for me this is this is this is just a repeat. So that's a remark towards the developer, like, hey, make sure that you do something in that second round to make people realize, like, oh, hey, something's changed. There is a progression in this. Originality. How original was the entry? Well, I keep comparing it with it being a dark super hot. So in that way, that part of it is not original. But giving it a dark theme kind of makes it original. How do we judge that one? I don't know. All right, Claire, you have a good night. Yeah, deadlines are always getting in the way. Glad that you got to play a few things, though. That's good. Okay, so originality. I am tempted to be between a 3 and 4. Because I did like it. I did find it has something new to offer. It just didn't feel like it was built out enough yet. I think if there was another week or so to sort of tweak things and improve things, this would definitely be. Am I going to give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a 4? Yeah, I am going to give it a 4. I thought that was, yeah, good. Audio. So audio, I need your help with, because I do not want to limit my score simply because I hadn't, my audio setup isn't great. But the only reason that I know that there is background music is because it did say so in the jam page or in the entry page. But I don't know how good it is and how this definitely needs an eerie music in the background to work well. Everything else, the gun made sounds, the tiles made sounds, the knife had a satisfying little stabby noise. I'm just going to be conservative and give the 3-star, but I might be doing the developer disservice there. I'm going to be very honest with that. But other people playing it will, if they liked the audio, that will bring up the score. So I'm pretty sure that is fine. Really liked the concept. Feels like it needed a little more to really come across. Good. Solidity. All righty. So, next one. Adriatica. I probably butchered that name. All righty. Yeah. All right. Let's go and unzip that. Yeah, I know. Bloody dumb code signing restrictions. Ooh, how can I make this not be full screen? Okay, I hate it when people do that. Don't turn on full screen, people. Don't. It makes it harder. Okay, how am I? Hold on, let me Godot line full screen. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Hey, Lucky, how you going? Okay. Yes. Okay. So, minus W. Let's see if we can. Sometimes, yeah, there are ways around limitations. No, it still goes full screen. Why does it not listen to that? You bastard. Request window mode. Okay. Let's see if we can. Resolution. And how does it want me to say that? Oh, that. Okay, so 640 400. I know that's very small, but we're gonna resize it anyway. But no, it just doesn't listen to it. Ah, why not? That is supposed to work. No, I rarely get motion sickness in VR. All right, so I'm still gonna play through this, even though I can't open it in window mode. But you guys are therefore going to see it only so much. So I'm very sorry that you're gonna see only a corner of this one. Where's my other hand? There's my other hand. Okay, what am I supposed to do? It's so sunny. Okay. I'm on a nice little boat, and it's... Whoa. It just went through the cloud, or rock, or whatever. Alright, so we are... Can we move? No, we can't move. Okay, I am assuming that I'm somehow in control of this thing, and that I'm just... Yeah, I think I'm probably supposed to be... Oh, hold on. I get it now. Oh, that is cool. Okay, I am going to restart this game, because obviously I am no longer where I'm supposed to be. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright, cool. This is another tip that I would have for anybody who is making a game jam game. First of all, make sure that you support window mode for us poor streamers with big screens. But also, have something that you need to press to start your game with. Oh, okay, so I can... You can control it like that. So I'm assuming... Do I need to just follow the... Of course, ooh, the wind is actually doing something to me. Oh, I guess I have to go this way then. Alright. I really like these controls. I am not quite sure yet what the rewind mechanic is. We'll see if something becomes clear. But I love this control mechanism. This is very, very cool. Whoa! Alright, something that is really nicely done here, and I think that is why Lucky was mentioning about, you know, do I get motion sickness? And I think this is going to be something that will be a very different experience from one person to another. But even though the boat rocks and changes, I'm not moving with the boat. So as long as I look outside and I see that everything is smoothly moving past, I am not getting motion sick. But if I would concentrate on just the boat, I would probably get motion sickness. And this is something that is unfortunately a conundrum in VR. That for half the people in the world, having the environment do anything at once and having the thing that you're inside, whether it's a car or a plane or whatever, be, oh, I am stuck now. Why is it pushing me away like that? Obviously doing something wrong. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, so if you're in a vehicle like a car or a boat, and the I'm not quite sure why it's stuck at the moment. And the vehicle doesn't move, but the environment does crazy things. One section of the population will get motion sick with that, and the other section of the population will not get motion sick because you're anchored in the car. The car not moving prevents you from being motion sick. Now, there's the other group of people who are the exact opposite, who will get motion sick if the car isn't moving while the world is moving. Okay, I've been unstuck. Okay, I probably need to see. So I reckon that it's going to be about 50-50 whether people will find this a problem or not. Well, it's not really 50-50. I would say 25% is in one group, 25% is in the other group, or maybe I should say 1/3. And then there's people who've gotten their VR legs and don't get motion sick at all unless you do something really dumb. All right, so I'm not quite sure why whenever I hit a thing, I go really crazy. And why I then get stuck, and how I then get out of being stuck. That could use a little bit more. Oh, and I think I missed that one by not actually touching it. All right. Anyway. I have played this far enough, I think. Okie dokie. Now, again, sorry that you guys would only have seen part of the screen there. But c'est la vie. Anyway, that whole tangent on motion sickness notwithstanding, how to vote on this. So let's see if anybody has some more background to give. Yeah, game looks pretty cool. Mechanic wise, I thought this was great. So I'm gonna start off bad. I don't know, and maybe someone can explain this and change my mind on this, but I don't know how the theme fits into this. I don't get the rewind mechanic, unless rewind has something to do with the pulley system. I don't know. So that one, I'm unfortunately going to give it a 2, simply because I don't know. Yeah, unwind. Well, then the theme of the jam should be unwind. I think we had a theme relaxation last time or the time before that. So, but fun factor, I am going to. Well, yeah, I'm going to give that a 4. This was an enjoyable experience. I think it was quite clear in me talking while I was playing that I was having fun playing this. Playing this. So actually, that's a good point. Let's see if there's anything on the page. There's no objective, just relax and fly, grab and pull, push the yellow ropes. They're green. Is it? Am I colorblind? I think they're green. Maybe they were yellow at some point. You forgot to change the text. Beware of the wind's drag. That's indeed what I got in there. Godot engine blender. Yeah, that's all fine. Sweet. Very cool. Anything in the rear? Awesome visuals. Yeah. User experience. I'm going to give that a 5-star for the user experience. I loved the control mechanic. I can't say this enough. This is unique. This is something I haven't seen done before, and it felt incredibly natural. That's, I think, the main thing for something like this, where it's very easy for something like this to feel unnatural or feel wrong. This was, I grabbed the ropes and immediately felt like I was in control of the ship. So yeah, I think that mechanic you can do some really cool things with. Something that I would have liked is if you would have pulled back on both ropes, that you could pitch up, and if you let go of both ropes, you can pitch down, and then have the difference in moving steer the ship. That would have actually made it slightly more better, but I get why they didn't do the up down, because obviously you can very easily lose track of where you are at that point. Originality, I'm going to give it a 4-star. I thought this was a fairly original idea. Really enjoyed it. And the audio as well, I'm going to give it a 4-star. Nice music in the background. Nice audio feedback on pulling the ropes. But, not a 5-star because that's all that it did. Let's see. Cool. So I'm going to save that. Really polished and well executed entry. I just missed that link with the theme. All right, cool. And obviously, people who get the link more, if you're okay with the unwind instead of rewind, score it higher. It'll get. I thought. Oh, last updated. Okay, so that's fine. Rewind. I submit. It's been yeah. So Cerebral, you did get that. Oh yeah, that's why it is. Yeah, all good. Cool. Oh, I hate it when it does that. There's this thing in the browser. If I accidentally click my mouse wheel slightly, it has that effect, and it always trips me up. Okay, that was Adriatica. Okay, Screw the Time. That's an interesting name. Let's see what that is all about. So, oh, why is there 3 downloads? Why is there a separate project file? Okay, let's go and have a look at the game page itself. Use the first idea to make Jack's platform controller one day to share a break into the project. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm not quite sure why he has the separate things, but let's just assume that this is enough. All right. Love the name of the game. Screw the time. Oh, I wish I could say that out loud a few more times. All right, now it looks like a complete entry like this. Get ready with this. Run. Yay, it's got proper window mode, which means I can do that. Okay. Let us see whether we can figure out what we. Ooh. Okay, come back. Yeah, there we go. So I've got a thingy here, and I've got another thingy here, and it says press the trigger. Oh. Ha! Okay. That is cool. All right. So. Oh. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. Can I go? Yeah, I can go back. All right. My hand's gonna get very tired doing this too much. Oh, this is cool. All right. Let's see. What now? Oh, what? How are we doing this? Oh, I'm guessing that. No. Oh, look at that. Oh. All right. So we're gonna go back first. No. Ah! Oh no, he stops. Good. For a moment, I thought that with rewinding, our character would go back as well, but he only goes back a little bit. Almost got it. No. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm glad that he doesn't fall down. Okay. Oops. That went through my head. Okay, now I can't see the guy anymore. Is he... Oh, he can't fall down then. Okay. That is annoying. Nope. Okay, I need to sit back a... Oh, where'd he go? Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's right. He's gotten off the platform. And that makes sense because obviously he's not going to fall down until I turn time. Because when I'm not turning time, gravity isn't working on him. Okay. Oh, this is so tricky. No. Okay, I got one here. Okay, where now? Oh, I've got another platform there. Oh, dang. I am... Come on. Does he have full damage? No, he's heavy. Okay. Oh, this is going to be even more tricky. How am I going to... Oh, because I can make him fall. Okay. All right. Oh, my hand's going to hurt after this. All right. Yeah, I got you. Ah. This is tricky. Come on, buddy. Get off the ledge. Yay! Now my cable is going to get in the way. So I'm actually going to leave it there. Again, this would probably have worked a little bit better if I was either standing or not cabled in. And the only reason I've got my cable in is just to, hey, Roger Rook, how you going? Is because I don't want to run out of power. And it is easier if I do end up playing games that are actually running standalone. But I don't think we're going to have enough time for that. Let's see. Go to run, but I'll try to watch the rest in the replay. Okay. All right, David. See you next time. Cool. I love this entry. This was a lot of fun. This is going to be my first 5-star for the theme. Yeah, the winding forward, and especially the first level, I was sort of like, okay, yeah, I can reverse the time, but there's not really a reason for it, so gimmick. But then in the level where I had to turn back the time in order to progress in the level, and then had to move the time forward, it's 11 a.m. or a little past 11 a.m. over here. Yeah. I love that. I'm gonna give that a 4-star for fun. Definitely really good. Also going to give that a 4-star for the user experience. I do think that I'm going to get tired doing that. Yeah. I'm actually going to give this a 5-star for originality as well. This was, we've seen platformers in VR before. True. And I think actually, I wish we had some more platformers in Godot in VR, because you look at games like Astrobot or Moss or things like that. They really show off that is actually really enjoyable to do in VR. And it's also the type of games that you can do sitting down if you do it well. But the added mechanic of controlling time and having to wind back time, yeah, really loved it. Audio wise, I am only going to give it a 3-star. I love the winding audio, and I love that it did have sound effects, but it needed more. It needed atmospheric music. It needed some, yeah. It could have gotten some polish there. Solid entry. Really love it. So save those ratings, save my feedback, and let's move on to the next one. Mainspring. Alrighty. Let's go quickly. I'm going to do this from now on. First, look at the game page just to see if there's anything in there that we need to know. You are a robot. Okay, cool. Wind up the anime girl's animations. Find the key and escape the room. Okay. All right. So we might get into trouble with this one for sitting down, but we'll see. All right, let's download it and see. All right, I have to wait until it's there. There we go. Extract all. Yeah, Moss is so brilliant. I really think, I think people are sleeping on making platformers in VR, because I can play platformers on a normal screen. Well, the ability to look around, you can do so much with. Alrighty. Anyway, here we go. Ooh, there we go. So, all right. Look at that. That's the mirror. Cool. Oh, now I know why the developer was talking about needing a custom build for this. Okay, so I can wind this up. Okay, what's going to happen with that? Okay, hello world. You are a robot. Use your hands with grip button. Wind up the automations and use both hands for strength. Press A button. Okay. All right. Oh. Ah, okay. I think I get it. Yeah, now I can move. All right. All right, so I guess I need to go to the door. No. All right, so that's I think I get what's going on. So let's go back here. Oh, what? Oh, what the? All right. Reset. All right, so I think I'm not centered correctly. Can I recenter this? Yes, I can. Sort of. No. All right, so we got her there. She needs to go. All right. So again, I think this is one of those games where we are supposed to be playing standing up, so I'm making it difficult for myself. All right, so now I can go back into her. Okay, so okay, let me read this better. Press A to switch bodies. Use the key to open the door. Which key? Where do I find the key? Should I have done something with... Oops. I am hitting my own computer. Can I turn that? Oh, I can. Alright. Oh, and that's now reset. Alright. And now I can play this character. Okay. Right. I'm grabbing the key. Alright, I'm assuming I have to give the key to her. Do I need to go back down? Can I fall off? Yeah, I can fall. There you go. Alright. Oh. That's fine. Alright, so... Okay. Reset animation. That's perfect. Alright. Let's see. Give her enough power to move. Okay. Switch to her. Get the key. Can I? Yep. Get the key. Go to the door before my thing. Okay. How do I unlock it? Oh, there we go. Yay! Cool. All right. Oh, this was fun. This was really well done. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is. I just want to have a bit more of a look around. So we played that bit. Cool. All right, interesting that I can still move. Maybe because I've opened the door now. Oh, a little bit too much of the girl. Because I would have expected to stop moving, and it was a few times that it stopped moving and it reset. So that mechanic definitely works. But I'm guessing because I've now. Oh no, I stopped. Oh no, that's just a hiccup. Yeah, love the concept. All right. Cool. Oh, yeah, tracking messing up there, but that's my fault for putting it down on the desk. So, yeah, I thought this was really good. I'm going to give that a 4-star for the theme incorporation. You know, winding up the dolls so that the doll only works for a certain amount of time. That's a decent implementation of the theme. Yeah, the model is pretty good. That's I'm guessing it's one of those VTuber models that they use for VR chat and stuff like that. Or you know, they might have modeled it. Actually, I should check. Did they model that just specifically for this game? Source code that depends on small. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, VRM model. So it's a VR chat model. It's nice to see a full body avatar implementation. We don't see those very often, mostly because there isn't a whole lot of documentation around how to do that. Nice to see the mirror. That should eventually not require a plugin. For something like this, I would probably do the mirror with stencils and just accept that you're limiting yourself. But you know, for a PCVR game, a full mirror is great. But I like the concept. I'm gonna give it also a 4-star for the fun factor. Obviously, you know, it's only one level, but that's what you get with Game Jam games. It can only make so much in a limited amount of time, so you have to extrapolate a little bit there. But I can see that if you would add multiple puzzles, what I really thought was, you know, up the fun factor was that it wasn't just winding up one doll and then you could walk it. No, you then had to wind up the second little doll, and that one then had to move around. I do think that if I wouldn't have wound up the little doll enough, I would probably have gotten stuck. I think if you do this standing up, you would probably be able to do a little bit more. But that was good. User experience. I'm also going to give it 4-star. It will be. It all felt very natural. The winding mechanism, felt like how you would do that in real life. Didn't, the only bit of explanation that I needed was to figure out what the goal was, especially because the goal was actually to my side. I didn't look in that direction. I went straight for the door. So there's some improvements there, but other than that, it felt very good. Originality, definitely gonna give it a 4-star as well. Very original entry. I think this is going to be all 4 stars. No, actually, audio, I am going to give it. Am I going to give it? This is really a 3.5 for me. It had nice music. It had some sound effects, but it could have used more. Yeah, usually every 6 months we hold this. Although we're having a discussion whether that's sustainable long term. We did every 6 months, and from the beginning, just to get people involved and used to it. And that's actually interesting feedback to get from people at some point. Should we keep the 6 months, or should we eventually go to a year? Because you can also imagine, for the people who want to join every game jam, doing this twice a year might be a big ask. We really noticed that some of the regulars didn't join this one, and we don't know whether that is because of our timing or whether we didn't do enough publicity, or if they sort of like, okay, we already did the one in September, we'll join again next September. So appreciate feedback on that, for sure. I'm actually going to give it a 3-star on audio. Simply, I had expected a little bit more. Love the concepts. Really well executed. There we go. Yeah, this was enjoyable. I like this one. This was really nice. All right, now this is another one that I am slightly scared about playing. Playing while sitting down. We will see how often I will hit my desk. Any sort of Beat Saber clone, is meant to be played standing up. Let me quickly go and have a look at here. I think Beat Saber, but you can create the level as you play. Okay. Play a song in record mode. The game will create cuts, punches, and obstacles based on your movement, and then rewind to play. Instead of the usual lightsabers, use saber knuckles, which allow both slicing and punching. Okay, let's see how well that works. I believe the developer of this said that they did use Open Saber, or whatever it is called, as a base. Which is one of those things where you gotta wonder, okay, is that do we allow that or not? At this point in time, we do. We might become stricter in that at some point in time. It all depends on how much they've added in and how much they've done with it. And I think this might actually be. Oh, it wants to do network stuff. Okay, whatever. Don't know why you're doing network stuff. It's probably because the Open Saber base has multiplayer support. I'm guessing. I haven't actually played Open Saber, so I am not sure. Anyway, so record. Welcome to Record Saber. Think Beat Saber, you create your own level. Play a song in record mode. The game will create cuts, punches, and obstacles. All right. First, I go to the test tab for tutorial. Ooh, right. Test. Whoa. Cool. Oh, that is. So I'm pretty sure that the environment is probably from Open Saber. So hold the trigger buttons and punch forward. Okay. So, boink. Yeah. Boink. Boink. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hit something if I'm not that careful. All right, press X, Y button on the left and right to toggle the Saber. Okay, that's pretty funny. All right. Slice while the saber is extended and the trigger is held. All right. All right. I do love this mechanic of how we're going to go, and I'm not going to be very good at doing this, especially sitting down. But all right. All right. So yeah, the step left, the step right, I'm not going to be able to do because I'm sitting down. And again, I'm not going to judge the game on that, because that is just my choice to, well, not really my choice, my limitation of not being able to play this standing up while streaming. So, yeah, that's all fine. All right. Oh yeah, that's very Beat Saber. Okay, so. Oh, point, point. Oh, it doesn't detect more than that, or what? No, it's not detecting my movements in the records. Oh, whatever. Alright, so the record is not working for me. How do I stop the playback? I need to go through the whole song. I hope I'm not going to get demonetized by playing this song, by the way. There we go. Alright. Maybe go back. So. You did it based on your movements. I wish there was a few pre-recorded ones in there. Okay, so that's when you can go online for some things. All right, let's just go through a little bit more about what we've done. So we just have that. Oh, loading some shaders. Oh, that is really cool. I'm going to try and play with that in a minute. All right, let me. Why? Let's see. I'm going to go back to tests. We now have. I just wanted to see the particle effect thing. Okay, that was pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, I'm going to try one more time to see if I can actually record. Oh, because yeah, that's right. I needed to. Is that something about pressing? Ah, there we go. Okay, so. I forgot to press the button. Sometimes it doesn't detect it. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't detect that I'm using both. Do I need to play through the whole song before? Okay, so main menu. Is that enough, or? Oh, it's now just doing the standard Beat Saber one. Okay, so it hasn't. I actually need to play through the whole song to record. Okay. Yeah, this is just Beat Saber now. Okay. Oh, that was my favorite. Okay. Anyway. Alright, I am conflicted about this entry. And part of that is obviously that I couldn't, I didn't want to play through the whole bloody song. So, the problem that I do have is this is an existing Beat Saber clone on top of which this is built. So, obviously, cool that it's actually in a game jam to make people aware of that this Beat Saber clone exists in Godot. I don't know if this developer was also involved in creating the clone or if he's just taken that and added the record mechanic in there. So it's really hard to sort of judge this basically purely on what he's added to this, because that's really what we need to look at this, right? Obviously this is audio 5-star, user and experience and fun factor 5-star, but that's because it's Beat Saber. So that is nothing to do with the game jam element of this, which is why doing something like this is usually, most game jams would disqualify something like this simply because of that reason. I want to be a little bit more open today. I do think that we're going to put a stronger rule up for future game jams to say like, okay, this is really not the idea of what we want with game jams. But because we're so new still, and because I do really like to put a spotlight on the fact that this exists, I'm going to keep it in there. So voting wise, theme, I'm going to extrapolate a little bit from what this would do if I would properly play through this, and I would, and I would also be good at this, because that's also a point. I haven't played Beat Saber in a while, but I'm not bad at it. But actually creating a Beat Saber level, yeah, not my forte. However, this way of recording it by actually playing through something and adding notes that way, and then being able to, actually play that, I think it's a nice concept. And I think it fits the theme decently. So I'm just going to give that a 3-star. It's good. It's not bad. But yeah. Fun factor, I am going to give that a 4-star, even though now I'm not going to give the 5-star because the big fun comes from the fact that it's a Beat Saber clone and that it already exists. And that's not part of this, but I'm still going to give it a 4-star simply because I think for someone who is into something like this, creating levels this way is a fun way to create levels. I think that is decent. I'm going to give it a 3-star on the user experience. Again, same argumentation. The user experience for Beat Saber is an absolute 5-star. No doubt about it. And the same goes for a Beat Saber clone. Beat Saber is one of the best-selling VR games in the world for a reason. However, for the part that is the game jam part, it's okay. It's good. It's a fun way to create the notes, but I think that you would get, if you really want to create a proper level this way, or you really want to do a proper experience with this way, I think you're going to get frustrated really quickly that, this is not a Beat Saber level editor. This is, a fun gimmick, really. So that is why I'm only giving it a 3-star. Originality, for the same reason, a 3-star. Obviously, first of all, it is Beat Saber, so it's no longer original. But also, yeah, it's a somewhat original way of editing a level. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, audio. I am only going to give that a 3-star because there's no audio specifically in here related to what the game jam element of this is. I'm even tempted of giving it an even lower score, but I don't really want to because it is still, Beat Saber, and obviously Beat Saber itself is 5-star audio all the way. Cool concept, and kind of skirts rules of the game jam. Using an existing Saber clone on top, which this is still, but great spotlight on this existing So that is going to be my feedback there. Now, I think that this feedback is private. Feedback will not be published until the rating period is over. Feedback is anonymous. All right, so so that is coming at the end. Let's see what everybody else said. This is crazy impressive for a week-long jam. Definitely could not have made it. Just see if we can find it. Go open the Saber. This one? Yeah, I think so. Is that the... Yeah, I think it's this project. Could be wrong, but I think it's this one that we're basing this on. Sparks. Saber. There we go. Yeah, so that is something definitely, if we are going to keep allowing people to add the game jam to something existing. And again, I'm not disqualifying right now. We've got actually 2 entries in the game jam for which this applies. I'm not disqualifying it out of immediate, but I do think it's going to be much more important that people disclose properly what they've done. But for the next game jam, we might actually make stronger rules around this. Again, I don't really want to get rid of them right now, simply because I think it's still very good to get a spotlight on the fact that this exists. A lot of people may not know this, but NeoSpark, long time ago, implemented Beat Saber as a Beat Saber clone for, this is back in the Godot 3 days, early Quest 2 days. And NeoSpark since has moved on to other things. So he's not really, I think he's still around from time to time. I think he's still doing stuff, but he's not really involved with what we're doing anymore. But yeah, I remember talking to this guy, the Umdro Dreamer, on Discord a little while ago, who sort of asked like, "Hey, I want to port this to Godot 4. Can I do that? Is that fine?" And so I'm like, "Okay, yeah, go for it." So yeah. Yeah, it's a cool project, and it's cool to put a spotlight on it in the game jam. I do think the developer here should have been clear about this. He did say it in the Discord. This is why I know it, and why I'm 99% sure that it is Open Saber Plus that he did, because he mentioned about that is what he did. But it should have been on the jam entry itself, so people know that, hey, this is what's happening here. Cool. Let's see. So, let's see. What wasn't able to participate, but it's also awesome to see more Godot XR games. Yeah. Well, can't join everything. I hope that you might catch the next one. We do them regularly. But yeah, it's also fun to just play the entries. Okay, talk to the creator of Record Saber, and I think it would be a good idea for an extension for a Beat Saber beat map editor where you could quickly block out nodes in the map. Okay, so Record Saber. So is it a different project then, after all, or is it? Oh, hold on. Yeah, sorry, this one is called Record Saber. All right, I got confused there for a second. I thought there might be another open source project to it. But yeah, all right, code. Yeah, so how are they so far? Well, a big part of that is because they built their logic on top of an existing open source project. And other than, being more clear in that's what they've done. For this game jam, I'm happy to accept that. But I think we are going to put some stricter rules for future game jams to sort of say like, hey, it's not really in the spirit of the game jam to do this. So quiet. Did I put the sound down too much this time? Hope that the sound was okay enough for it. It was too loud before, so I turned down the volume a bit. Maybe I turned it down too far. So yeah, something also does. I'm curious what my opinion is on AI generated code for the jam. That's another thing, and I don't mind spending a few minutes on this because it came up the other day on Discord. I think it's something that we will eventually need to put some rules in it. The most important thing is that I believe that people need to, at the very least, disclose it. There was someone else, one of the entries we went past, who did nicely disclose that they used some AI assistance. I am not against people who are using AI per se, but I do believe that we need to be careful where we draw the line. Obviously, I am personally not a fan of Gen AI assets. I am not a fan of having AI write your entire entry. I think that is dangerous both from an IP perspective as well as are you then really responsible for what you've created? But I wouldn't go as far as, okay, we don't want any AI. We don't want to allow any AI in the game jam, especially for people who are just using AI to find information or get some suggestions or just use it as a tool to check that work. There's a lot of ways that you can use AI in positive ways. It's not all super negative. So yeah. So again, I'm not against it. I do think that we need to come up with some rules of what we do and don't allow. Definitely need to disclose it if you are using AI in an entry. And from a moral perspective, don't use Gen AI to create your assets unless you are 100% sure that whatever AI tool you use is using training data that has been provided with permission of the original people who did the work, which I'm pretty sure you won't find because people are not happy with their work being used in that way. So yeah, that's my 5-minute opinion of AI, and that's only scratching the surface. Yeah, 3.x Beat Saber was cool when it was released. It was really nice. The fact that NeoSpark did it that quick and put that together so quick. I wish more people did more things with it. It proved that Godot is capable of making these type of games. This open source project as well. Again, I haven't tried this specifically out on standalone. There is obviously a Android version of this. And again, if it's a port of NeoSpark's work as an open source version of that, I'm going to assume that this is working properly on mobile. There are some glow effects and stuff in here, so that might be interesting to see whether Whether they disable that on mobile or whether they do something else with that, or if it's faked, also very possible. Because that's where mobile really loses performance. Although looking at this and looking at the fixed shading in this, I am pretty sure that that's pretty much optimized for mobile development. So pretty cool. But anyway, my point is, you can obviously make games like this with Godot. And I wish people realized that and did more of this sort of stuff. So, okay, cool. Sound was fine. Happy to hear it. YouTube glitched and it muted itself for a few minutes. Yeah, that can happen. YouTube can be a little bit annoying in that way. Anyway, we are done with this one. How much? It's almost 12. I'm going to do at least one more, maybe two if we get there, but it is nearly lunchtime for me. So let's just do this one. Oh, this is Casper's entry. Okay, cool. Let's go and have a try on that. All right, need to wait until downloads. Ooh, it's taking its time to download that one. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, let's leave that downloading in the background. And Fioxy and Emagod, I'm gonna be really evil because I really want to try out last minute. So we're gonna do the last minute, and then we're going to do Rewinder, and then I'll do another stream soon because I also really want to try David's and Logan's game. But I'm probably gonna do a stream either tomorrow or Friday. We will see how that goes. Why did that not open? Oh, this was big too. Dang it. Oh, okay, let's put that on down, and let's see which one wins it. Which one comes down first? Yeah, we'll play those two, and then we call it a day on the stream. Yeah, no, I am planning on doing more streaming. Right now, my plan is most likely Friday. We do have the XR meeting later in the day. But that's not until at night. So yeah, probably this time, well, on my Friday, it will be Thursday night for many people in the US. And if we don't get through the rest on Friday, I might do a little bit more on Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm away on Sunday. And Saturdays maybe depends a little bit on how time goes. But I definitely want to play all the games and rate them, but we'll see what I can get away with doing on stream. Try out more games. Yeah, so like I said, I am planning to do more games later. All right. So yeah, let's do Rewinder first after all, and then we'll do last minute because I really want to try out last minute. I was so impressed by their entry last jam. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they came up with this jam. Especially with Kularu being actually a full team with people who are also artists. That usually means we have some good quality stuff. All righty. Come on. There we go. All right. We are here. All right. So, come on. There we go. All right. Now, I'm guessing... Can I... So, I'm low at the ground because I'm sitting down. So, this game is assuming that you're standing up again. If hungry, we kindly suggest a supplied food item on the shelf. We have a food item on the shelf? Oh, we have a food item on the shelf. All right. How can I eat that? Do I... No, I can only pick it up. I can't eat it. Oh, there's a camera. There are some air conditioning units here. There's no door. I am trapped in this room. All right. We have a tape. All right. I'm guessing the tape goes in here. There we go. Oh, I think I know now what to do with the eating thing. All right. So do we have a... Oh, all right. So that was spooled on this side, and now it's on that side. So does that mean that we have now rewound the tape? Is that what we're doing? All right. That's Oh, we have more tapes. Okay, hold on. I just want to try something just to see. Oh yeah, exactly. So I just needed to let it go, and now I eat it. Okay. Oh, there's more and more tapes coming. So is the... Oh, I think I know what the ideal is. So I've rewound this. That goes in there. Do I get a point? All right. That is now rewound. I'm guessing I put that back in there. All right. Let's rewind you. Okay, let's see what happens if I grab one that is not rewound and I put that in there. Do I get a "you did it wrong" thing? No, it allows me to do that. So, all right. It needs a scoring. It needs to say like, "Hey, you didn't rewound that tape." Oh, I ate the tape. And I died, I guess. Did I? What the heck? What happened? Why am I all upside down? Why is this all... All right. That's very, very weird. All right. So, is this something that just went down? No, it actually... All right. Am I... Can I... All right. This is very trippy. Ah. Okay, that was fun. I accidentally ate the tape, and it made everything inverse. Kudos. That was... Yeah, that gets points from me. Well, I'm definitely not keeping up with the tapes being given. All right. Yeah, we're rewinding tapes. Boom. All right, enough. All right. Hold on. I need to read if there's anything more on the page that explains what we're doing each and every day. Lots and lots of people watch a video on YouTube. So we're rerunning all the YouTube entries. The video said this one sized up a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Very better shows it, so he created some view. And like I said, this is where I am fine with someone using AI just to help them out a bit. They're new, and then nicely disclosing that they've done it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as a thing to do. All right. I've got to give that a 4-star for the theme. Yeah, this is the most the most literal interpretation of rewinding. Was it fun? It was fun at the start because it was such a neat thing, but obviously it gets old very, very quickly. It feels unfinished in the sense that there is no there's nothing that drives the urgency of this other than that the pile of tapes becomes bigger, and there was nothing of feedback that if you correctly wind it back and you put it into the destination bin, so there could have been a little bit more there, but at the same time I was sort of going like, hey, it's a game jam game that probably couldn't get far enough. I'm going to give it a 4-star just for that. User experiences, I'm actually going to give that a 3-star. I am tempted to give it a 4-star as well. But I'm giving it a 3-star because while, grabbing is fine and it made sense that you put it into the player, I would have liked to have more. That's really what I'm missing here is Yeah, he accidentally eats the video. That was a great Easter egg sort of thing. But at the same time, that was very unintentional. But yeah, no, I wanted a little bit more in the user experience, a little bit more clear. Maybe that you could do something with the record player itself. Then again, also, how much can you really judge on this for something as simple and straightforward as this? Anyway, I am going to give it a 4 for originality. And again, I'm also going back and forth between 3 and 4 stars. Because it is very on the nose, and I kind of made the suggestion of rewinding tape in the thing, but just the package as a whole, I thought had an originality to it. The concept, the fact that you are rewinding YouTube videos, the story behind that makes it really good. But I'm going to give it a 3-star for audio. Obviously, it had all the sound effects and stuff, but it was missing music. Yeah, it was good, but yeah, just good. Love the concept. Could have used a bit more polish in feedback when you enter the tapes in the final time. Maybe forwarding. So yeah, again, it's a game jam game. How much can you do in 7 days? But it felt like it needed a little bit more. But I love the concept. I love the the basic idea behind this. All right, so let's see if last minute lives up to its hype. Just want I should really learn to do this for every entry. Just quickly go through the jam page just to see if there's anything here. Again, nice to see that these guys are a solid team that participate every time. So yeah, pretty impressed with what they usually do. Let's see if that holds up for this one. Copy that in place. And then extract. Here we go. Boom. 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 Oh, this is using Wise for audio. Let's see if that makes a difference. Last minute. Yep. Run it. Oh, nice quick startup time. Cool. Oh, background loading. I like background loaded games. Come on, find my... Yeah, there we go. Ooh, I immediately have some music. Alrighty. Ooh. Oh, I got a minute before I die. Holy crap. How do I move? So I can turn, but how do I move around? Okay. Oh, I can teleport around. Okay. So, let's go over here. Oh, I need to sit back again. I'm gonna die because I'm not quick enough. I've got a book. I think. Oh, and then, like, this book is 100 grams. Okay. Do I need to? No, don't do that. Okay. I missed the ability to do something else with teleport. I'm not a fan of teleport. Can I open this? Oh, I need to open this by... Okay, where do I see how much... Okay, I'm about to die on this. I'm not quick enough because I haven't read the instructions. I recorded the elevator. Oh, I'm being gassed. Oh, no. Okay. All right, restart. All right, so... Hold on. Can't... Oh, no. Can I grab... No, I can't grab that one?
Yeah. You don't.
That was helpful.
Yeah. You don't.
Oh, it is backwards. Yeah, but I can't do anything with that. I'm guessing that if we play this properly...
Yeah. You. No.
Alright, I have no idea what that said. I'm just going to gamble a bit. One. Okay, what if I grab this one? So that's 25 grams. So I need to know how much that needs to be. Which I'm guessing I can figure out from the tape thing. But I need to figure out how can I...
No.
The last jam.
Yeah. You. No.
How do I figure out what that thing? Yeah, I'm dead again. I know. I need to figure out some more things. I think I'm gonna need some help with this one to figure out, okay, how... Because I know that's got something to do with the tape player. And it's probably telling me how many grams I need to put on there. But I can't pick it up, so I can't do some of that. So how do I get that to play the right way? That's a big question right now. Oh, there's a... To open... Oh. What? Alright, let me die again. I need to be really quick there, because that probably said something. Let me out! Alright, so let's see. What? Before you arrived, okay? What does this book say? Can I grab it? Making noise. Alright, make some noise. Alright. Alright, so next time we start, can I just redo the level? No. Nope. Yep, I'm dying. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to the candle. Let's see if the candle actually tells us a clue. Alright, candle, candle, candle. There we go. 2, 3, 5. Okay, so that was the clue that we needed. So every book is 100. So what did I say? 2, 3, 5. Oh, so we need to figure out what weighs 10. Okay. What weighs 10? Okay, that's 2. What did I say? 2, 3, 5, right? So we know that this one... Okay, so I need another... Oh, did it say... Was it 3, 2, 5? Maybe it was 3, 2, 5. Let's assume that that's what it is. Ah! Why did that fall off? Did I... Oh. Oh, lucky. I can do that. Oh, come on. No! All right. Let's try that again. Yeah, let's restart. Let's see if it's the same amount again. 19... How the hell am I going to get 198? What? Okay, that doesn't make sense. How can I make 198 with... Okay. There we got 175. Now, so... I'm guessing I need to do something with that candle. Oh. Nah. Okay. Alright, I'm probably missing some sort of clue. 388. So how can you do 388? I don't have... Unless I can actually get the candle on there. Let's see how much a candle weighs. Oh. Okay, this is a nice way to cheat. Let's just make it wait until it hits 188. And you can see that the door opens in like for 1 second. No, it just goes past it. Can I undo it? No, I can't stop it from... I don't know. Okay, so I do think that we need to use the candle somehow. I recorded the elevator code. Okay. Oh. I am horrible with escape rooms. All right, I'm gonna go and see if there's some if there is some clues that we can get on how to play this. All right, anybody got any tips here? Wipe off the mirror. Okay. All right, let's try that. Let's restart it. Should probably have it left it running. Yeah, I always know escape rooms always have like little tricks that you need to know about. It's never completely obvious. All right, so how do I wipe that off? Do I? Oh, yeah, I can use the book to wipe it off. Okay, that's clean. So can I now? I can go through the mirror. Oh, that is
5, 8, 8, 6.
5886. Okay. Oh, and that now increases. Okay, let's wait for a little bit. All right, that's pretty cool. So
5, 8, 8, 6.
okay, so 5886. That's a code. Can we
5,
type?
8, 8.
Can we type that
6.
code in somewhere? Where can we put that code? I'm guessing that we would need to open that first, which we do need to use that for. Oh, does that also mean that if I go in here, does the candle regrow? No, the candle is all burned up, so we still don't know. Huh. Okay. So we need to learn a little bit more. We need to know a little bit more about this game. Okay. I'm actually gonna leave it running now, just so that we can. Let's see what everybody else has to say on this. Also love the Portal reference. Great job. Single minutes. The only thing I personally managed to figure out was going through the mirror, listening to the recording, bumped around through a couple more rounds, couldn't figure out anything else. Oh, movement on trigger. Hold on. Yep, I'm gonna die. I know. Fine. Oh, that's because yeah, movement as in teleport trigger. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Wait, make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, the problem with I need to find out, can I somehow stop the flame? Oh, what? No, it just goes through it. Okay, I'm dying again. Because that's the only thing that has a flexible weight. Because obviously we have to start here 484, but how can I make the weight to open the box 484? So I'm pretty sure that refers to having to put 484 weight on there. But how can we? Hold on. Definitely works better if I would be able to stand. Okay. Nope. Okay, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? It's all dark. Oh, look at that. Huh. Okay. No, can I? No. Oh, too late. I didn't completely clean it. Oh well. Never mind. Okay. So let's see what the weight is this time. 142. You have a way to note that down. All right.
9, 0, 4, 1.
So that much is. I like that when we're in the mirror room, we get more time. What happened before? But the thing is, how can we get the right amount if we cannot stop the? Okay, so we need to somehow figure out how can we do something with this before it. Oh, oh. Did I? 50 grams. Because I think that's the clue for getting the right weight. Now, also my memory isn't very good, so I've already forgotten how much weight we needed. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Ha. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that the candle is the thing that will allow us to get the exact weight that we need. The problem is, and especially because we need to go to the other room in order to get some time back. I'd love to see someone do a full playthrough of this because I think. Yeah. Cool. Rating wise, theme incorporation. I'm gonna give this a 4-star, and I'm leaning between 3 and 4, and the reason being that the only rewind thing that I discovered so far is the fact that the tape player is playing backwards. You need to go through the mirror to play it forwards. Now, I'm going to assume that there's more to it than that. Something that I really missed and that would have made it easier is that also you could reverse the candle in that way. And maybe you can. Maybe it's something like, okay, bring the candle into the mirror room. I don't know. Because I do think that, getting the candle to be the right weight in order to help you unlock is going to be challenging. And again, maybe I just did it in the wrong order. We actually have a hint in the picture here where it says like, hey, look at that. You got a book and you got the candle. So obviously there's something that we missed doing there. So So I'm going to give it a 4 in assuming that there's more there, but it should be a 3 if the rewind is just the tape recorder. Fun factor, I'm giving that a 4 as well. I'm not big on escape rooms because I'm always terrible at figuring out puzzles. And with then the time limit, it becomes really, really stressful. However, when you look at the whole concept of escape rooms, this is very well executed, and I think if you're really into escape rooms, this is a lot of fun. And again, I had fun playing this. I get frustrated when I can't figure out puzzles. User experience, I'm going to give that 4-star as well. This I blame myself for as the developer of XR tools. There's a couple of things in there that were a bit janky. And the user experience there could be improved by just doing a little bit more around snapping things in place and maybe disabling a few things, like, you know, if you have a stack of books, make it so that you can only pick up the top book, that sort of thing. I missed any visualization on what I'm about to pick up, and especially when things are close to each other, that I think is important. But yeah, like I said, that's partly my own fault for, you know, extra tools are getting a little agey, and that's something that, you know, we will deal with in as we're building extra tools too. Originality, I'm going to give 4 stars as well. Hard to judge originality on an escape room game because obviously there are many escape room games, so in that way it's not original. However, there are some really original elements in here. I love the you know, cleaning the mirror and then you can go through the mirror idea. That was fun. Obviously the, you know, reversing things when you're in the mirror room, that's fun. Actually, I'm gonna be boring on this one. I'm gonna give everything 4 stars. Audio was great. They're nice atmosphere, nice walking. I'm actually tempted to even give the audio 5 stars. Why don't I give it 5 stars? Especially considering a time limit here. I am actually going to give that 5 stars. I thought the audio was really good in this game. Save that. Loved this game. We get frustrated when not figuring out escape rooms. Love to see a full playthrough. All right. So with that, we have rated the first 8 games. We still have 14 to go. Cool. Yeah. Really looking forward to playing the rest of the games. So far, every entry has been good. And there were a couple of, you know, really good entries in there. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing the rest, seeing what everybody else has come up with. Yeah, loving the Game Jam vibe this time. I think people came up with some really cool things. Like I said before in the stream, I'm probably going to be back on Friday. I've got other things on my plate tomorrow. And again, that's Thursday night for you guys in the US. Or Thursday evening, I guess. I don't know what time it is right now in the US. It would probably be around, well, 7 or 8 for a lot of people, depending on whether you're on the East Coast or West Coast. I guess the East Coast would be later. Cool. Thank you all for watching. It's been fun. It's been nice playing a couple of these games for you guys. And yeah. Sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing your game. I see it on the list of things that I'll get to eventually. We'll see how far we get on the next one. Thanks everybody for watching, and thanks for also joining the Game Jam for those of you here who actually contributed games. Love everything so far. So cool. See you next time. Bye everybody.